Yes. So two-dimensional array. So we are declaring with 5 rows, 1 to 5 are the rows, and columns are 2. So if you want to, like for matrix, if you want to declare a matrix, so 3 by 3 matrix, if you want to define, then you can give 1 to 3, comma 1 to 3. You can specify, or you can specify simply 3 comma 3 also you can specify. So even one dimensional array, so you can declare, so instead of 1 to 3. So we are giving here, so this is another way how we have declared. So for declaring, so this is our variable one dimensional array. Like let us say this is, if you are getting confused, array 1. So ARR1, so we are declaring array 1. So as one dimensional array, so with 3 elements. So like in the previous syntax I have shown 1 to 3. 1, 2, 3. So instead of that we can specify, so simply 3 also. Similarly, two-dimensional array also. So the previous one we have taken 1, 2, 3 syntax, 1, comma 1, 2, 3. So we can use this syntax, or we can use 3 comma 3 syntax also we can use for this. I'll tell what is variant. So let me complete this 2D array. So again we are taken, so string array, two-dimensional array with strings. So to traverse this two-dimensional array, you require 2 variables per index. One index per row, another index per column. So I'm using these 2 indices I comma j. So here I'm using for loops to iterate on this. So for I equal to 1 to 5, like I have specified just now, right? So similarly, so we are using here for two-dimensional array. For I equal to 1 to 5, for j equal to 1 to 2. So films of I comma j equal to cells of 1 comma j dot value. What is this is, so you are taking values which are available in your Excel cells. Again, cells is used to access the cells in VBA. Sorry, your Excel sheet. In Excel sheet, so we are having 5 rows. That is A1 rows, starting from A1. 5 rows, that is A1, A2, A3, A4, A5, and columns are 2, that is A and B columns. So your array will be taking values from A1 to B5, right, from A1 to B5. So we are taking these values, and dot value, the cells with the dot value, it will put into the array we are taking. So instead of reading from Excel sheet, you can use your input also. If you are using input box, then so you can read from through keyboard, that is user input can be taken. So first you have to increment j value. So for j, right? So you have to give next j. So after completing this inner loop for j equal to 1 to 2, next I. So I value will be incremented by 1, because step is not defined here. By default, it will take 1. So otherwise, you can specify here explicitly also step 1. So which is similar to the previous one. This is optional for us, because by default it is in steps of 1. We don't want to increase the code, so we are not writing this. When you are accessing, again you want to display all the values individually, like you want to iterate the complete array and you want to display the values in MSG box. So you can use once again for loops, and you can display in message box. So here we want to just simply give a row 4 and column 2 value. So we want to access and we want to display only that. So that's what we have done here. So this is another way to declare or to define arrays using array object. The array object we are using, instead of using the previous syntax, this the first two examples what we had, instead of using the syntax, so we are using array object. So array object, so first we are taken, so time variable name as, you can specify here string also, time departments as strings or anything you can do. But so we are taking as variant. Variant is like void. So void is, so it will take any type of, any data type it accesses. So when you declare a variable as variant, you can assign strings or integers or floating point numbers, anything you can assign for that. So we have, this is another way. So you can use any data type for this. So what we had done is we had declared as variant, and so for this variable we are using array object, and we are declaring the array, the array of, so here what we did, so directly, so we are assigning the values also. We are declaring array as well as we are initializing values into this array. So this is one dimensional array that we are declaring. So array of sales, production, logistics. So these are the three elements that are assigned to departments array. So departments of 1, departments of 2, departments of 3. So we are having 3 elements. To access this array, we are using the previous syntax only, that is same. To access it is same, only for array declaration. So we are having another way by using array object. Let me run this. Can you see the screen, or I should share again this? Excel, can you see?
No.
No, ma'am.
Okay.
No, ma'am.
Fine. I'll share. Now, can you see?
Yes, ma'am.
What I did is I have copied all that code from Word to this VBA, and I'm writing into subroutines. I'm creating subroutines. Array object. Okay. So let us say So let us run each example. I'm taking the first subroutine, our first macro. I'm selecting this. I'll run from here. What I did is I am having here some multiple. So I want to run the first subroutine. So I used this run subroutine. So we have declared string array with 5 elements, and so we are displaying the fourth value, the fourth element in the array. So if you want to display each and every value, what we can do is we can put where I equal to 1 to 5 MSG box films of I next I. So let us declare dime I as integer. So the first element is displayed. Okay. The second element in the array. Okay. The third element, fourth element, fifth element. So we are iterating over array. So this is array declaration, assigning values to array and accessing array or iterating over array using for loop. So instead of one single element, we have created the for loop. All the 5 elements we are iterating, and so we are displaying in MSG box. Instead of displaying MSG box, we want to put into the cells, so that also we can do. We can put into Excel also. We can do. We had to take cells of those cell numbers, and then we can add them. The second example, two-dimensional array. So let us run this. Okay, so first we had to, because we are taking here from Excel sheet. So let us write values into Excel sheet. So let us go back to the subroutine and run this. Or we can run from here also, no problem. So we can go to macros and run, that is 2D array. Run. So we have displayed the MSG box 4,2 is displayed. So MSG box of films 4,2. So 4,2 is which one? This is. So fourth row. So fourth row, second column. So 4,2 means fourth row, second column. You are following, right? So MSG box of films of 4,2 we have taken. So that is fourth row, second column. So H is displayed for us. If you run this macros, go to macros. 2D array is our macro name. Run. So we are getting H in message box. Right? That is 4,2. How we got this is, in our code, what we have done is, so we are reading cells of I, j dot value. So that means from our Excel sheet, from this sheet, So we are reading values and we are putting into array. So our array is of size 5 rows. So 5 rows, 2 columns. So 5 rows, A1, A2, A3, A4, A5. So 5 rows, 2 columns, A and B. So our array is containing A1 to B5. So these 10 values we have put into the array by using cells of I, j. By using cells of I, j, so we have put dot value. So we have put these values. Someone is sending message. Okay. Yeah. So that is how we have taken. So this is another way. So what we have done is using array object. So this array object, directly we have initialized the values also. Select this, run. So we are displaying element 1. So departments of 1 is displayed. So that means the array index is here from 0. So the array index is from 0, 1, 2. So departments of 1, what it takes? It takes production, not sales. So here we have declared as 1 to 5. So that is why we have here index starting from 1. So here we have not defined the index from where it is starting. So when you use array object, the array index will start from 0. So this is 0, 1, 2. So that is why when you give message box of departments of 1, so you will get production. Instead of production, you will get instead of sales. So that's a difference. So we are having, so when you use the array object. So you are not going to say your array index is starting from 1. It will start from 0 only. Okay. So if you want to avoid 0th location, like you want to start the array index from 1 only, then you can use this syntax. The first syntax, what I have shown here. So that syntax you can use when you want to take elements from index 1. You don't want index 0. Then you can go for this syntax. You are not worried about, so whatever it is, you don't want this kind of syntax, you can use this. So this is one variant we have taken. We can observe this. So I will show one example for variant, another example. So I will write another function. Sub example variant. And one more thing I want to tell. So today the ID, whatever I have sent, the meeting ID, every day you can use that same ID. So every Friday, Saturday, you will be having DAS class from 4 to 5. 5 or 5:30. Okay, let me see. So whenever it is required to extend, so I will extend. So time A as variant, if you declare, you can take A equal to 10 MSG box of A. I have taken A as variant. So I have assigned integer value to this, right? So we are able to assign integer value and we have displayed that. Now, instead of integer, I have given string. Again, run this. The string is displayed, right? So I will use floating point number, decimal values, 12.8 I have given, and run this, 12.8. So that is a variant data type. So it is not fixed for us. So that is what here we have used. So variant, and you can declare anything. So for iteration on this array object also, it is same thing. You can use the same thing. Only difference is from 0 you had to take. So instead of this, you want to iterate all the elements from 0 to 0, 1, 2. We have only 3 elements here. I, the next I. So let us take this as departments. So let us run. The first message box is because of this one extra we are having, right? If you are having any confusion in that, I'll delete that. We'll run. So we get the sales, production, logistics. Sales, production, logistics. Fine. So to iterate, it is same thing. So the only thing is you have to use index for I equal to 0 onwards. Instead of 1, we are using here 0 to n minus 1 we'll be using. So this is on arrays. So how you can create arrays, how you can iterate over arrays. You can practice some exercises on this.